Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. Reach out to me directly. And today we're discussing what might be the perfect Zenith El Primero chronograph. Good looking and technically refined. This is the Zenith Chronomaster El Primero 36,000 vibration per hour, 42 millimeters in stainless steel with a lush metallic blue dial and tritone overlapping sub-registers. The timepiece measures 50.6 millimeters from lug to lug, 13.2 millimeters thick, and it has a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. This steel watch, 42 millimeters, fits well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, but you can see from this shot, as well as this down the barrel angle, that the lugs do come out just about to the edge of my wrist. So I would recommend this watch for a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger, though as you can see, it will fit underneath the cuff. The strap is of exemplary quality. Large rectangular scale alligator leather, ultramarine blue, semi-gloss. It has a folded edge and a monotone blue stitch. You can see this is a brand new Zenith factory strap, and it features a rubber underlay where you'd conventionally get calf skin. Zenith uses rubber to isolate the leather of the strap from the oils, moisture, sweat, and grit of the wrist. So for long-lasting durability, Zenith uses a wonderfully supple rubber on the underside. The buckle is double deployant and twin trigger release, so you've got insurance against accidental deployant with the twin triggers preventing accidental opening, and then it's all of high polish inside, which looks remarkably premium for a component that many brands will treat as a default design or simply overlook. Externally, the buckle is satin finished, and then the remainder, its flanks in polish. It's a good-looking buckle for a good-looking watch. I like to get a full deployant clasp on a luxury watch because you will have more defense against accidentally dropping it when you put it on or take it off. A quick look at the crown and the pushers. A little bit of a vintage inspiration here. The Chronomasters are more traditional than the Dayfies, and I think that works to their advantage. I think this is a more lasting design. And you can see it is classical with pump pushers and a simple Zenith star push-down crown. The watch is 100 meters water resistant, but the crown is a push-down unit. The lugs are slightly beveled. They have satin finished hoods and polished outer faces, and they're relatively short cropped with an angular end. The crystal, as you can see, is designed to evoke a vintage plexiglass with a remarkable camber and box section, so it's high and it's curved. The dial has several concentric rings, starting with the metallic blue tachymeter outboard that can be used to gauge the speed of, for example, a car over a kilometer, or an aircraft over a kilometer, depending on what kind of speed trial you're timing. Then we have rhodium-plated steel indices that sort of cantilever out from the minute scale to the center dial. All of the print as well as the hash marks done white on blue. It's a nice contrast that makes the watch easy to read, and there are a number of tones here, as we have silver, we have red, we have blue, and then we have two different shades of gray and the silver sub-register, and you will note that there's a little bit of an overlap between these registers. The date balances the dial, anchoring it at 6 o'clock, and then you can see the hands at center are baton-shaped with black inlays for greater contrast, and then we have a red varnished Zenith Star counterweighted needle seconds hand, which you can see is slightly curved, as it's been curved with a roller to arc under the outer edge of the sapphire. Now the timepiece is nicely appointed, and, as you can see on the reverse side, amply appointed in the engine room as well. It is a 100-meter water-resistant case. Keep that in mind. On a water-resistant strap, you can swim with this watch. This is Zenith caliber 400. The basic El Primero, 31 joules, bidirectional automatic winding, 50-hour power reserve. It features a quick set date, though it does not have hacking seconds, and it features a column wheel lateral clutch assembly, and you can see that lateral clutch moving into and out of contact with the driving center wheel. You can see the blue coated column wheel, making for crisp actuation. The El Primero in 1969 became the world's first automatic integrated high-beat chronograph caliber. Quite a few feathers in its cap, and it's still considered to be one of the standards for the chronograph genre in the market today. You can see there's a lot of mechanically executed finish, but it's handsome, with both polished and blued screws, Cote de Genève across the rotor, and then an unusual choice, but one that Zenith has used long-term, which is engine turning on the bridges rather than the base plate. All the chronograph components feature satin tops. It is a good-looking automatic chronograph, and that's saying something because most automatic chronographs are actually quite ugly in their aesthetic. This Zenith looks beautiful front and back. Reach out to tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Zenith Chronomaster by night.